Hey everyone, this is Weston. Welcome back. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to put your forearm or your handguard back on, your quad rail, anything else you want to call it, the front of your AR. And this one's threaded. This is a Strike Industries key mod. And we have a couple steps. First, though, we need to make sure we have all our parts. We'll need our 3 set screws, and we'll need our locking ring here. So the first things first is let's make sure our weapon is still unloaded. Don't put any live rounds in there. Let's take our lock ring here. Check and make sure you don't see any debris in your thread or the threads that are going to interfere. Make sure none of these have been damaged. And let's put her on. So come over the end of your barrel, come to your first threaded area here, and let's thread her on. Then go to your second threaded area when you jump your empty space. And if I can do it, let's thread her on that one too. So first off, you want to thread it all the way in. This will give you as much room as possible to work with. All the way in, because we're going to be looking for the closest mating between this and where our rail jumps over there. So next, let's take our forearm or our key mod rail. Let's come over. Same thing, we're looking for our threads to match up. Let's make sure we don't cross thread it. Start off real slow. We'll see if we can get them to match up. There you go. Alright, it may be easier to stand your weapon up with a mouse pad to make it easier on the threads. So we're going to keep threading down. That may not be on camera, but I got a ways to go. About to jump off a mouse pad. Yours may go a little faster than mine. Alright, once you get down here, you need to kind of check and see how close you are. Make sure you're not hitting anything. So it looks like I've got a couple more turns, so I'm just going to turn the barrel so you can see it closing down. Getting real close here. So I may not be able to make one more full revolution. Let's see. So it doesn't look like I'm going to make another full revolution. So that means we need to back up a turn to where it looks just like this. I mean, I guess that could be I guess that could be upside down to you guys. So we need to get it to where it matches up right here. Now, your ring, you can move forward a couple turns now, but we don't want to put any pressure on it yet till we get our set screws in. So looking back at our set screws like we had them laid out, I need to turn this back around. Our first set screw is our right one. So I'm going to take my little bit out. And we're not going to thread these set screws in very far because the set screws have to interact with those little ribbed areas on your barrel nut. So not very far. You see it didn't go in very easy there. It didn't want to go all the way in. Second one on the bottom. That one's going in easier, but we don't want it to go too far. And then the third one. And the reason you don't want to thread them all the way in is because sometimes you may have it tilted just a hair and you'll be hitting a rib and not the divot where it needs to go into, or the valley. So that one, these two feel like they're going in pretty good right here. So this is the only one that doesn't seem like it's going in very good. So we're going to wiggle our upper just back and forth a little bit and see if it goes in. Just that little bit made a difference so that it's not hitting the edge of the rib. So now we can tighten this all the way down. We can tighten this one all the way down, and our third one should go all the way in. No interference from any of them. So that's very good. These really don't need to be super tight, but you can put a little bit of a torque setting on them if you want. So I'm just going to tighten it down till it stops and not even torque it. I'm going to go to my bottom one, tighten it, and my last one. Don't strip out your brand new rail. Okay, the last thing you want to do is, you'll notice it sometimes can move a little bit. So the last thing you want to do is you want to take this large one, the ring, and you want to thread it forward till it hits the back of your rail and give her one good snug push. There you go. Your rail is reinstalled and she's ready to go. Hope that helps. Not very complicated. Just don't put it on and off 5 times for getting your ring there. If you got any questions, send them to me. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And y'all have a great day. Safe shooting. Weston out.